You gotta take accountability.
Shut the He's trying so hard to be a good white. I don't get it. That's so, Get up off the floor. Black folks, let me hold your hand when I say this. Your average, everyday white person is not the system. I'm sorry. This random white dude is not the system. More times than not, they're getting effed by the system too. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. You can support uncensored conversations via Cash App or buying your girl a coffee. This was suggested in the Discord server. This is Ruin Leon. Shout out to that brother. White Savior says white people deserve to be robbed, then gets robbed. Divine. Absolutely divine. I'm just gonna like the video right off of the title.
This video is the definition of white guilt, realizing white guilt is stupid. White men says white people deserve to be robbed and then gets robbed.
Hold on. You got a problem with us live streaming or what?
I mean, this ain't where you're from.
Is there a problem with me being here?
You're a white person.
What was that all
What do you think you are, creme de la creme?
about?
Y'all don't pay the stolen land tax?
You're white.
Y'all, you know what? We already off to a bad start. Can we acknowledge, for the sake of humanity, that if you're going to be one of these sanctimonious, annoying white people who gets up in everybody's face, especially other white people, and talk about the stolen land tax and y'all never did this and y'all never did that, need I remind you that you're white?
And on top of that, I want to add this whole, well, we're living on stolen land. What do you think the natives were doing when they were here? When they had control of the land? They were stealing it from each other. What are we talking about here? All land in that sense is stolen. I really love how these folks would get on here and talk about stolen land this, stolen land that, but they're not taking their ass back to Europe. You're not taking your ass back to Africa or wherever the hell your ancestors are from. Talking about some stolen land. You want to chin check people who are proud to be Americans or that, or just random white people talking about some stolen land. Bitch, you're still on said stolen land. So, if you really have a problem with it, then why aren't you giving up your property if you own any? Why aren't you leaving and going back to wherever in Europe you're from? We have a history, yeah. It's disgusting, yeah. But guess what? It is what it is. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Even if we were to have a conversation about like slavery and things like that, we as Americans are benefiting off of our own ancestors. It's messy. That's the part. History is messy. Hell, current political things are going to be messy. Nothing's ever going to be clean. But if you're constantly trying to do this purity test left, right, and center, nobody is going to pass that. Nobody is ever going to pass a purity test. No land is going to pass a purity test. If you want to get on here and tell me about stolen land while living on said stolen land, guess what? I'm going to laugh in your face. If you care so much about giving back to the natives, why aren't you paying for a native to live somewhere and then you go back home to wherever the hell your ancestors are from? They say these things to feel good about themselves, to be like, oh, I'm a good white. You know, it reminds me of the black folks that do that too, that will see a situation where clearly, objectively, the white person is in the wrong, and then they'll just tap dance to make it the black person or the non-white person's fault, even if it's clearly like, yeah, that white person fucked up. But you'll have some black folks that will tap dance around it, and they'll try to make it seem like, well, oh, well, this, well, that. For instance, you had that situation, the lady in the Victoria's Secret, right? There was a black woman in the Victoria's Secret. She was trying to make a purchase, and you had this one heifer who was chasing her around the store, screaming at her. And here's the kicker. She was screaming, "Get away from me!" while she's chasing this black woman around the damn store.
Oh God, no, excuse, now you are, oh my God! Oh my God! Do you see this? Oh my God, I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me. And now did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God. Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should have thought about that before you did what you did. This is crazy. Oh. You keep lying saying I'm threatening you, so I'm recording to protect myself. Yeah. Crazy lady. Cause she attacked me and try to say I attacked her. You cut. Yeah, look. Get away from me! Oh, y'all better get this lady! Get away from me! You gonna? You get this? Get security! Get the fuck! Security! Look at this. Yes, can y'all get her away from me? Get her away from me! Lord have mercy! Get her away from me!
And so you had some black so-called conservatives, and they were trying to defend the broad. They were literally trying to defend this white woman who was terrorizing the black woman. I'm just like, I don't understand that tap dancing. Just like I don't understand this tap dancing. Like, I don't understand this at all. Like, it's so weird. Why can't we call a spade as a spade as a spade? When you tap dance for black folks and you're this white person and everything black people do is great and white people are just the devil, and like, it's weird. Just like it's weird when black people do it. Oh my God, everything black people do is terrible. White people are God. Like, it's, both of y'all are cringe. Like, I'm gonna need us to look at a situation objectively. It doesn't matter what color the person is. Who's right, who's wrong. That's it. I'm not tap dancing for anybody. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Period. I'm not gonna beg white people to forgive all black people. Oh my God, please, please, white people. Please. Like, that's weird. Just like, I don't want any white person doing that to me. Ew. Like, get up off the floor. It's cringy no matter how you slice it. So these type of white folks are creepy, and their black counterparts who do the same thing just for white folks, y'all are creepy too.
Oh, dude, I don't know what you're trying to say.
And you're whiter than him, Bodie.
You're white
Correct.
as well. I don't understand where you're coming from.
Because you got to take accountability for it.
So do you. So do you. So do you.
What do you mean you gotta take, he is, realistically, this white dude does look whiter than the other dude. Like, he got a little tan to him. He looks like he been inside all day. What are we talking about?
You gotta take accountability.
Shut the, he's trying so hard to be a good white. I don't get it. That's so, Get up off the floor. Please get up off the floor with that.
Accountability for what? Systemic problems.
His black folks that are crazy and agree with this weirdo in the center, not the black dude, the weirdo in the center. Let me hold your hand when I say this. Your average, everyday white person is not the system. I'm sorry. This random white dude is not the system. More times than not, they're getting effed by the system too. He needs to apologize for the system. He's getting screwed by the system just like the rest of us. What are you talking about here? If you want to really get to who the system is, start looking at these representatives, start looking at these Congress members, start looking at these folks that are elitists, that have all the wealth. They have it because they scammed a lot of people. If you want to get to the system, go to the actual system, not your everyday white person. They're getting just like you are. They're getting just like I am, okay? We're all getting screwed by the system. It's not every random white person, they're the system. Like, no. Your average white person's getting screwed just like your average black person. But we're being conditioned to fight each other so we don't fight them. That's the real tea.
Because this right here, you're occupying indigenous land here.
So are you.
So are you. You're occupying. This is mental illness. This is mental illness. There's no way. This is what I'm talking about earlier. Remember, the education system taught to react to words based on how they feel versus what they mean. That's why he's able to say things like, well, you're occupying space. You're doing this to the indigenous. And then not understand that he himself falls into that same category. When you don't have comprehension, then that's why you're able to look at somebody that's just as white as you, that you're actually whiter than, and to say, well, you're doing this, well, you're doing that, while you're both doing the same damn thing. No comprehension. I wouldn't be surprised if he learned words to memorize them and how they make him feel, rather than how to read them and what they actually mean.
Occupying space that isn't here.
So are you. I feel, even though we are miles away from each other, my white brother, I feel as though you're invading my space right now. And you know what? $5,000 in my hand right now. I need a little bit of reparation because of how are you making me feel over the computer screen right now.
Exactly. Okay, oppressor. Where's my reparations check, oppressor? Black people as a collective. We need to write a bill, send all these white folks that want to complain or cry about racism, cry about all these different things on our behalf, and tell other white people that they're the system and all that. We need to collectively send them all a bill to be paid. We need to get our reparations from them. The little white folks that are like this dude who's like, you're on indigenous land. We need to send them a bill and tell them to run our reparations. Since they want to make it right, hey, if you want to make it right, by all means, make it right.
The exact same thing to you.
You can.
Yes!
And you should.
And you're occupying this
And
space.
we should. We should be calling on people. Honestly, he and I deserve to be robbed.
Who's we?
First of all, let me make this abundantly clear. No, white people do not deserve to be robbed. And isn't it crazy? I just made a video about why they got all these people who are donating to a woman who said slurs. It's because of people like him. Not the person who my mouse cursor is on, the four-eyed dude in the all black. It's people like him.
People are tired of it. Frustrated. I'm talking about white people just being totally, I'm done. I'm saying what's on my mind. White people in this country have been pressured and guilted and lied about to an extreme that is best seen on a Cinnabon video.
Oh, the Cinnabon video. Oh, is that the issue with like the white woman and the Somalis? Both groups in that video seem stupid to me. As far as like this going up to all white people and just being upset with all white people, we're both getting screwed by the system. If you really think that every single white person is the reason why your life is trash, or that every single white person has it better than you, it's so silly, because there are white people that are living in way worse conditions than you. It's not like all white people are just doing so great and all black people are doing so bad. There's nuance to the conversation, and trying to blame all white people for the sins of the past is just stupid. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to be blamed for things that happened before I was born, before my parents were born. Like, that's illogical. I'm not gonna sit over here and look at white people that are out and about as supreme over me, nor am I gonna look at myself as being supreme over them. We're all just trying to get by and pay our damn bills and feed our families. That's what it seems like to me. That's what it is to me. But you have some folks out here that will literally get out here and be in a better position. They'll literally have all the money that they could ever want, and they'll go up to a white person that does not have a pot to piss in and be like, well, you're privileged over me. Can you imagine? I want us to put ourselves in the shoes, right? Can you imagine that you're a poor white person and your life is you're struggling. You can't get a job because nobody wants to hire you. Your kids are struggling. Life is literal and then you got black people in your face who have a house, who have good jobs, who have cars, can send their kids to decent schools. And they're looking at you and saying, you have white privilege. Well, you're privileged over me. Put yourself in those shoes. I would get frustrated too. Now, granted, that wouldn't make me racist, because I don't think you can make someone racist. It's either going to be what they are or what they are. At the end of the day, it would still be a little bit annoying to me. This whole conversation around privilege, they want a black and white thinking around it, but it's just not the case. Everybody has their own privileges, and in a lot of different ways, I'm more privileged than some white people that are struggling harder than I am. I'm not going to sit over here and just blame all white people for every problem and blame them for the things that their ancestors did. The same way I wouldn't want to be blamed for what my ancestors did if they did jacked up things, I'm not gonna pass that on to somebody else. I'm gonna look at what you're doing right now in this moment. Are you being a decent human being? That's all that really matters. I'm not gonna sit over here and blame you for some stuff that you weren't involved in. I'm not gonna say that you're inherently evil for some stuff that you weren't involved in. Just the same, I wouldn't want to be called inherently evil because of what somebody else was involved in that I wasn't involved in. When you close down the insane asylums and you give them phones and internet connection and cameras, then of course.
But think about how many times you've heard that as a white person, you are privileged, you have white privilege, and that you're a racist, and that you're a nationalist, and that you're a Nazi. You know, you can only take that language so many times until you sit and say, I'm gonna fight back. There's only so many times you could be punched in the face until you put up a defense, and that defense is a hard offense. Let me take you to the Cinnabon video in case you haven't seen it. Imagine a 30-something blonde-year-old female. She's working behind the counter at Cinnabon, probably making minimum wage, if not, what, a few trickles over it? Going in there, dealing with customers, probably half of them a pain in the ass. But she still goes, and she proudly goes. There's videos of this girl showing the different buns she's making, you know, in a very kind of smiley way and trying to promote where she is that she works. Well, these two Somalis come into Cinnabon, and allegedly, apparently, we don't know this. This is what is being told because we don't see it on video. Apparently, the Somalis gave this girl in Wisconsin a hard time that she didn't have a high job on to serve the Somalis.
Like you said, you don't know what led up to that because there's no video evidence of it. I'm not going to jump out the window for something that I can't see the evidence of. And I'm not going to make up stories to make it make sense. So based off of what the video shows, both sides were being stupid. There's no way you could be at your job just cussing people out and calling them racial slurs. Even if someone is being outrageous with you, you still have to be professional because you're at your place of work. Regardless of whatever situation was popping off, like there's a way you can handle that without stepping out of yourself and then saying a bunch of crazy stuff to people. So regardless, she's still wrong. You can't be at your job behaving that way. With that being said, if they're coming up to you and talking crazy to you, then you should be able to get your manager, and if you need to, call the police and get them up at your store. For me, that whole situation, that's why I didn't do a video on it, because I was just like, both people are stupid. Like I don't have a dog in this fight. And honestly, if you're over here and you're trying to tell Americans that we need to wear hijabs, understand, go back home. That's where it's normalized. Go back home so that you can have that culture. Americans, we have our own culture. It does not involve a hijab. If that's what you want, if you want everyone around you to wear a damn hijab, then you need to go to a country where that is the culture. Stop trying to come over here and tell us as Americans what to do. The fact that everyone rallied behind this woman to give her money, even though she was being very unprofessional, is very weird to me. I think that there are situations where people should be supported because they were wronged. She wasn't wronged. She did that herself. She did that to herself. If she had to just remain calm and did her job, or got her manager or called the police or whatever, you know, professional avenue to handle that situation, and then still lost her job, then sure, rally behind her because she did what she was supposed to do. At that point, if you're giving her money, you're rewarding bad behavior. You're rewarding being belligerent. You're rewarding not having decorum, not being professional. I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to see more situations like this pop up because people want to have a payday. They know that they can tap into, and this is why you have to be very aware of your emotions and aware of your triggers, so to speak. You're going to see more white people pop up, manufacture situations where they're going to just say the N-word, and then it's going to be a bunch of MAGA people, Republicans, donating to them just because, you know, they have this sensitivity about being able to say what they want. And it'll be a whole scam. I wouldn't be surprised if there weren't situations where the black person or whoever the heck was in on it. All parties were in on it. And it's basically a skit. And they put up the GoFundMe and then people still rush to send the money. Don't let folks scam y'all. Like, the people who donated to that GoFundMe or the Give Send Go, I'm sorry, you got scammed. She lost her job because she wasn't professional. Even if a customer is wilding out, you still have to be professional because you're at your job. I don't want to watch too much of the video. You know, leave some for you guys to go watch. So hop over to Ruin Leon and check out his videos. Give him a like, all of that.